I should know one thing. On 3/1/3/21/2009, I don't remember being sent to the hospital at all. Period. That's why I made that statement. But the fact is that if I was sent to the hospital, whatever, okay, they never took an MRI. They didn't do a proper examination. So I don't recall going there or anything else, and I don't recall them wrapping my leg or anything else. Okay, so if I did go to the hospital, which I don't remember because I got this hearing problem, and I can't even hear myself talk. So if it happened, I wouldn't have no recollection, and I would be making misstatements. So that's why the judge will not let a person deaf testify unless he has a proper hearing device because of that fact. Okay, so anything that a deaf person says, you can't take it full value. So, in any event, if I was, because that's why I keep saying I stand to be corrected, because I'm not lying. I'm deaf, and I have documents to establish that, and we're going to establish that on in January 10, 2013. I'm going to get a legal document. So, you know what? I hope somebody's monitoring this when I go there and take that panel hearing, so that they don't try to fix the records or anything else. Because I've heard that they've been known to go in there when somebody's taking a listening test and turn that thing right open and almost cause their ears to bleed after the test. So I hope they're not allowed in there because their credibility is shot. So in any event, like I said, now I stand to be corrected behind all my statements. The fact that I never seen a doctor or anything else, and that's what I totally believe. I never did, and I never seen her make an occupational report. And I signed it. I don't remember her ever making one out, and I don't remember ever seeing a doctor or anything else. Okay, and I don't know if she's authorized to authorize anything, but that's beyond a reason, beyond anything. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have that information. All I know is that I don't remember seeing a doctor. I don't remember going to the hospital. I don't remember none of that. All I remember is she said it was a sprain and sent me home, and I ended up in the hospital, and I was on light duty. And I had a follow up the next day. They sent me home for a week or so, whatever it was, and I ended up in the hospital either that week or the following week. Either way, they wrapped my leg and sent me home. They have never given me an MRI. And I told them my leg really hurts. It's about a 9 or a 10, and they didn't do nothing about it. So it doesn't matter. They did. They gave me the wrong diagnosis. They gave me the wrong diagnosis, and I ended up in the hospital. And whether I remember everything clearly or not, because I'm deaf, I don't know, and I don't know how it's going to play a part in court because I don't have a listening device, and I'm going to establish the fact beyond a reasonable doubt that I have a severe, profound hearing impairment according to the examination I took, and I need sign language and hand language, which they didn't send me to school for. So let's be clear on that. So I stand to be corrected. Now, if I said something that I shouldn't have said or said something that was misleading, okay, you got to understand that I'm deaf. You can't. People can't be using my statements to attack my credibility because I'm deaf. So, so if a person or I on all these statements are rash, you can't accept them all to be of full value. That's why you need an investigation. And that's why uh, when I get this legal document, they need to pay attorney's fees. Because then we need to conduct an investigation and get to the truth of this matter. because my life is on the line. And I've been saying that since day one. And I've been saying they've been twisting the facts and everything else, and we're going to establish that next week. I get that legal document, they got a problem. So, and 3/21/2009, she said it was a sprain. The letter said, to back up her statement, Nancy Perdillo, except for one thing, the letter was incorrect. They sent it to Dr. Hubby when they should have sent it to Dr. Hubby, or I mean the technician Hubby, on 3/21/2009. Now, what she did with me, I don't remember everything in detail. I'm deaf. I don't remember. I was in a lot of pain. But I got to tell you, as far as my understanding is concerned, I didn't see a doctor and I had no MRI. I had nothing. Okay? Nothing. Zero. So you can't take my statement. And the judge, I know, is not going to take my statement because I don't have a listening device. And they didn't send me to school for hand language, okay, sign language, and lip reading. It was never done. So, like I kept saying since 2009, I stand to be corrected. That's what I mean by when I say I stand to be corrected because of my disability. And I do have a permanent disability, and I'm not being treated fairly and equally, and I'm just not. My rights are being denied. I'm not getting paid, and I just, I don't know what's going on. But you can believe I'm telling the truth. So that's why we need the investigation. Find out what is Safeway doing to this person with a disability. And why isn't he paying this person? And why do they keep agreeing with a notice of offer of work and not completing it? Are they taking advantage of the situation? So we're going to have to wait and see. Like I said, I hope to have an internal investigation. Find out what's going on here. Who's who in the city zoo, like I said before. I'm deaf. I have a pinched nerve. I have a right to get it fixed. I was denied. They're supposed to put me to work. Mike Sadler. You can't be working in the transportation department if you have a permanent disability. And that must be the only reason why they're not calling me back to work or sending me registered mail. And besides that, I received a notice of offer of work on December 1st, went to work December 3rd, and they sent me home on December 7th, and didn't honor their agreement because my starting time is at 10 o'clock. I was working my starting time at 10:30. So you could see right out front they didn't honor the notice of offer of work. And the fact that I'm deaf has nothing to do with the fact that the doctor, the QME report, states that I can do my customary duties. Now, if they have a problem with the deaf part, I don't know why, because I've been working since 2009. I worked 2010. Are you telling me that all of a sudden they're going to question the fact that I shouldn't be working because I'm deaf? Or I have a permanent disability? Well, we'll find out. This is Julio Zamora. Added statement to my pre-recording on January 4th at 6 o'clock in the morning.